Namaste. This is Dr. Savneet Kaur. I want you to take a very deep breath with me right now. Inhale, hold it for a moment, and slowly release. Feel the weight of your shoulders dropping. Feel the quietness entering your space. Today, we are going to talk about the bridge that connects the person you are today to the person you dream of becoming. That bridge has a name. It is called discipline. But I want you to change your definition of that word. For most of us, discipline sounds like a punishment. It sounds like a strict teacher or a rigid schedule that takes away our freedom. But the truth is, discipline is the highest form of self love. Think about a promise you made to yourself recently. Perhaps it was a decision to start a morning walk, to stop eating sugar, or to finally sit down and write that business plan. In the moment you made that decision, you felt powerful, you felt inspired. But then the next morning arrived, the bed was warm, the weather was cold, or a friend called with a distraction. And suddenly, that powerful decision felt like a burden. What happened? Why is it so easy to make a decision, but so incredibly hard to follow through? The reason is simple. You are waiting for motivation to show up. Motivation is a guest that visits you when the sun is shining and everything is going well. But motivation is not a reliable partner. It is like the weather in our beautiful country. One day it is bright, the next day it is a storm. If you only work when you feel like it, you will only achieve average results. Success is not a sprint, it is a long distance walk. And on that walk, there will be many days when you don't feel like moving another inch. This is where the architecture of discipline comes in. Discipline is the ability to honor a decision long after the mood in which you made that decision has left you. In our Indian households, we are taught to respect our elders and keep our promises to our family. But how often do we respect ourselves? How often do we keep the promises we make in the silence of our own hearts? Every time you say, I will do this tomorrow, and you don't, you are losing on a piece of your own power. You are telling your subconscious mind that your words has no value. And when your mind stops believing you, you stop believing in yourself. So how do we build this muscle? How do we ensure that we follow through every single time? It starts with small victories. You don't try to change your entire life in 24 hours. That is where most of people fail. They try to climb the Himalayas without practicing on a small hill. I want you to pick one tiny thing, just one, something so small that is impossible to fail. Maybe it is drinking one extra glass of water, maybe it is reading 2 pages of a book, maybe it is sitting in silence for just 5 minutes. The goal is not the task, the goal is the pattern. When you do that small task every single day, regardless of your mood, regardless of your work pressure, regardless of what people say, you're training your subconscious. You are proving to your soul, I am a person who keeps my word. As that tiny muscle grows stronger, you move to the next level. I want you to understand the science of resistance. Whenever you are about to do something that is good for your growth, your mind will create an excuse. It is the mind's job to keep you safe and comfortable. Growth is uncomfortable. So the mind will whisper, you are tired. One day won't matter. You can start from Monday. Recognize this whisper. Do not fight it, just observe it. And then do the task anyway. There is a magical moment that happens when you push through the I don't want to. On the other side of that resistance is a version of you that is faster, sharper, and more confident. True winners are not people who never feel lazy, they are people who have learned to act in spite of feeling lazy. Now let's talk about relationship with decisions. Most of us treat decisions like a suggestion. I should do this, I might try that. A sovereign soul does not try, a sovereign soul commands. When you make a thought out decision, you must treat it as a sacred contract. If you have decided to achieve a goal, you must align your daily discipline in that vision. Ask yourself every morning, are my actions today matching the life I want? If the answer is no, then you are not being disciplined. You are just being busy. And being busy is the biggest distraction from being successful. Discipline is the bridge that allows your dream to cross over into reality. Without it, your dreams are just beautiful ghosts that will haunt you as you grow older. I have seen many talented people, people with brilliant minds, big hearts, who never reached their potential, not because they lacked luck, but because they lacked the everyday discipline to stay on the path when it became boring. Because let's be honest, success can be boring. Doing the same things day after day, month after month, year after year, it doesn't always feel exciting, but that is where the gold is hidden, in the repetition, in the consistency, in the quiet follow through. If you want the life of the 1%, you must be willing to do that 99% are too tired or too bored to do. Stop waiting for the perfect time. The perfect time is a myth created by people who are afraid to start. Stop waiting for someone to push you. No one is coming to save you. You must be your own leader. So, starting today, I want you to become the master of your follow through. Make a decision, make it small if you have to, but once you make it, follow it through the end. Let your word be law in your own life. Let your discipline be your protection. Let your consistency be your signature. As you build this habit, you will notice something wonderful. The world will start treating you differently. Opportunities will arrive that you didn't even ask for. Why? Because the universe respects a soul that respects its own decisions. You have the strength inside you, you have the spark of the divine, and that divine spark is never tired. It is never lazy, and it is never afraid. Tap into that power. This is Dr. Savneet Kaur. Be patient with yourself, but be firm in your resolve. The mountain is high, but the view from the top belongs to those who kept walking, one disciplined step at a time. I am proud of the person you are becoming.